sacrifice yourself for everyone else, so everyone else can be feeling good and feeling great. Another thing I think, tend to repeat in my videos are, um, don't believe anything you hear. And I feel like that's like a really outdated mental construct that we've kind of force fed ourselves to believe, and it's no longer applicable, guys. It's no longer applicable. I look like, oh my god, am I going? I'm just like, oh, anyways, where was I going with this? I'm like so absent-minded. Yeah, I've noted like the more, well, like for me, I feel the most peace when I'm not in my mind. Like I'm just present, and I'm just not taking life so seriously, and I'm not taking things personally, and I'm not taking on other people's responsibilities because that's their responsibility, you know? Yeah, I feel the most peace when I operate from that space. And, I guess that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to kind of roll into um, savior mentality. Okay, so like I feel like that term savior mentality and victim mentality is very prevalent in our vocabulary, when we're talking about like our dealings in relationships. And excuse me, my throat. So like I feel like for most of our lives we have been operating from a savior mentality. It's like I gotta save everyone, and then that kind of correlates with the people pleasing, you know, and it's also like, if you think about it, it's a projection. We probably encountered a lot of pain, and so we're just like, okay, I don't want anyone else to experience this pain that I've encountered, so let me go save them. You gotta take accountability for that, guys. And you also gotta like give yourself time to realize that that's what you've been doing, you know? And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have victim mentality and people who are like, why is this happening to me? Life is not fair. Like, oh, you know, yeah, woe is me. And I mean, I'm not trying to crucify anything. Obviously, you're gonna fall on one side of the scale or the other. But in order to like heal yourself and heal the collective, you need to start like kind of like heading towards the middle path. If you're on one end of the spectrum or the other end of the spectrum, it's going to be off balance. In order to balance your scale, you need to start heading towards the middle path. You get what I'm saying? And this corresponds to either side of the spectrum. So, yeah, but right now I'm making this video for like people who have savior mentality. Somebody is pounding. Do you hear that? Pound, pound. Oh my god. So, dude, this is kind of veering off topic, but if you are like prioritizing your peace, you literally, anything that you encounter in your reality, you just have to accept it, like straight up. Like, for instance, if you hear something that's like annoying, like a pounding sound, I've noted, like, myself not excluded, I would normally react and go, ugh, what is that sound? Like, why are they making that sound? Instead of just being like, okay, there is a sound. And, yeah, it's slightly annoying, but it exists, and I will accept it. You know what I mean? There was a sound, and it's slightly annoying, and I notice I am being triggered, and I need to regulate my system instead of allowing something else to regulate it. So I'm just going to let that thing be, and I'm going to concentrate on staying in my own vibe, in my high vibe or your low vibe, wherever you decide to vibe. You're maintaining your vibe. You're not letting anything or anyone else outside of you dictate that, because you are the sovereign being, and you need to claim that power. Don't give the power away anymore, guys. Don't give the power away anymore. Which we've been doing for most of our lives, right? Because of our projections. Yeah. I was so traumatized. I think that's why, like, empaths and narcissists, like, we have that, the trauma bond, because that is what brings us together, is the traumas, that we have encountered. Except, empaths are on this side of the scale, narkies are on this side of the scale, and then we're just like, oh, we have so much in common, our traumas. let us let us let us coexist together and mirror each other's traumas. Well, then, there's a blame thing, like a lot of videos are like blaming, like empaths are like blaming narcs, and I don't know, like there's a lot of animosity going on there, and I'm not gonna lie, um, no, did I feel animosity? No, I didn't. I actually felt compassion towards the narc, and I wanted to understand, like, my participation in it, their participation in it, so that I could get a very clear understanding on what was going on. So it's like, dude, there's no reason to, like, demonize them. If you're demonizing the narcs, or you're angry, or you're triggered, or anything, that's fine. That's where you're at. But realize that you have more healing to do on yourself, because you should get to a place where you're not triggered. You understand that everything is divinely orchestrated, and you guys encountered each other in order to be mirrors to each other, so that you could be catalysts for healing, ascension, and growth. That's all it was. It's not personal. It's the thing. That's the thing. And I think I've also parroted this phrase, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because when you aren't comfortable being uncomfortable, you're gonna be sensitive, hypersensitive to everything that's happening around you, and then you're gonna take that as an attack. Instead of just like, okay, this feels uncomfortable. Let me investigate. Let me get to the root of what is happening, so that I am no longer triggered, and like, I can take accountability for my participation in this, and thank the other person for showing me unhealed aspects of myself that still needed my attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying, like, bypass, like, some of the emotions that come up. No, like, absolutely be radically honest with yourself and go, okay, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm thinking. But then ask, like, why though? Why am I feeling? Why am I thinking this way? And then eventually you'll get to a conclusive space, and then you will feel much lighter, because it's part of the assimilation process. You have to fully assimilate the experience, so that you can get to a point where you're at peace with it. You're at peace with yourself. You're at peace with the other person. You wish them well. You realize that that person is an aspect of you. And when you do the healing, you're also, like, healing the collective, and the more people that do this, the more sovereign we become, and we become less bound to worldly things. Everybody's on their own timeline, though, and everybody is moving at their own pace. You can't expect someone to go at your pace. You can't expect yourself to go at someone else's pace. Everyone's just doing what they need to do in divine timing. You know what I'm saying? But going back to savior mentality, people pleasing. You're just projecting your traumas, guys. People pleasing is like a reactive response to I don't want people to feel the pain that I've felt. Dudes, people need to feel the pain. Pain is a catalyst for change, you know? Pain is the fire that is required to, what is that called? Purify oneself, you know, purify the impurities so that you can become more, you know, like an alchemist, man, turning that into gold. You know, yeah, you need to purify the metal. Anyways, where was I going with this? Oh, the best thing you can do for yourself, honestly, and I've been saying this, take care of yourself. Take your power back. And the best thing you can do, because if you're going out there and you're trying to like Mother Teresa everyone, like, I want to Mother Teresa everyone, you're doing a great disservice to yourself and to others, because you're making other people dependent on your care. You're not empowering them, you're making them dependent. Hence the term codependent. It's like you're dependent on being needed, and you're making them, other people, dependent on your service and care. No, no, no. No, no, no. Like, stop that. Stop that. I mean, you don't have to, but for me, if you want to join me on my journey, 2025, I'm stopping that. I'm stopping all of that. You know, the best thing you can do is pull your energy back, pull your power back, give yourself all the love, all the care, all the attention that you've been giving away, that you've been like, you know, okay, let me give you the stupidest analogy right now. In order for your car to go, you need gas, right? You need to put the gas in there. You need to make sure that tank is full, right? So if you are busy giving your fuel away to everyone else and filling their tanks, it's kind of like the cup, the analogy with your cup of love, you know. Anyways, if you're fueling everyone else's car so they can go up and go out, and you don't have gas for you, then what help are you? What help? How is that servicing you? How is that servicing you? It's like you've basically given all of your fuel away to everyone else, and they can go and chase their dreams and, you know, elevate themselves. But then, what about you? You're stuck, you know? And that's why, like, for me, it's like, give it to yourself. And then find other people who reciprocate that, you know? Not people who are just like opportunists or parasites, you know? Those people need to learn. They're still very low on the evolutionary scale. I don't mean to sound condescending. It's all layers and degrees, guys. We were once there, and there's people who are like parasites, and they're opportunists, and they're very low on the vibrational scale. Steer clear of these people, you know what I mean, and let them learn what they need to learn in their own time. Yes. Anyways, so when I say like give yourself time, oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys, I don't know, can you sit with yourself, or is it aggravatingly hard to be alone? You know, because I know there's a lot of people, they can't be alone, and if they are alone, they constantly have to distract themselves. Like, I gotta distract myself with activities. Yeah, no, I'm talking about like, are you able to just sit alone? I feel like most of my viewers can, you know. I feel like that's why you found my channel, and that's why we relate, you know, we're on the same frequency. But anyways, yeah, give yourself time, you know. I mean, the world has so many things. It's pulling you away from yourself, you know, pulling you, I need your attention, you know, so I can exist. All these entities, all these mental constructs, these social conditioning, all of this stuff is trying to pull you away from yourself. No. Give yourself time to be with yourself. And I'm telling you, it's been like, I need to get back into it. I used to do this more often, but I would spend a lot of time in silence. No music, no podcasts, no videos playing in the background, just me in the present moment with the Most High, and oh my God, just channeling, man, just channeling all the stuff, channeling. You can only hear God, or you know, the voice of the universe in silence. Yeah, that's when, like, when you tune out of the world and you tune into your world and you align yourself, you know, it's you can hear, you get all the downloads, you get all the, like, the golden nuggets, the golden nuggets of wisdom. I don't know why I changed my voice like that. That's weird, huh? Whatever, I'm gonna go with it. Just noticed that I caught myself doing it. Yeah, I wrote more things, but maybe I should do that. I should do another video for that. I was going to talk about, like, manifestation, um, and, like, the quality of the heart and this and your ability to access spirit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll probably make another video for that because this is running quite long, and also I need to go. I need to go do things. I need to go do things. Anyways, I hope you're well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you are realizing how important and how special you are. And the world wouldn't be what it is without you in it, without your energetic signature in it. You know? Just be kind to yourself. Oh my God, before I go. So I had this customer yesterday, and oh my God, she was not nice. And I'm not gonna lie, I was triggered. You know, she was telling me, like, and where's whatever. She was telling me to, like, do stuff for her, and I was, you know, because I actually love, like, being of service to people. But she was being, like, really rude and unkind. And I don't know why, but I stepped away from that because I don't know, I felt overwhelmed and triggered. There's too much stuff going on. You know, after the holiday season, everybody's still, like, frantic about Christmas. Yeah, and I was just overloaded and overwhelmed. But today I was thinking about it, and I'm like, man, next time I encounter a rude person, I feel like I'm gonna, like, tell them, hey, I'm trying to help you the best that I can, and I don't know what you're going through, but oh man, it was so clear in my mind in the shower. I was gonna say something along the lines of, like just be kind. Like, why? Like, what is preventing you from being kind right now? I don't know, something like that, dude. I've been encountering, like, more than usual people who are reminding me that we need to keep staying in our vibe. We need to keep operating from a place of love despite what's happening. And, like, for me, like, yeah, like, that's fine if you want to be like that. However, like, for me, like, I didn't feel okay allowing someone to do that. It almost felt like it was overstepping my boundaries. It almost felt like I wasn't protecting myself. You know what I mean? And I feel like it is our duty to safeguard ourselves and our energy because nobody else is going to do it. Are you following me? So, like, I was thinking of a way to, like, have a conversation with these people that was very short and to the point, respectful, but then, like, telling them, like, hey, right now I'm helping you, you know, I would appreciate it if you could treat me with kindness, you know. I don't know, something like that. I'm gonna fine tune it because, like, yeah, a lot of people aren't aware, and for me it's just like, you're not a doormat. You know, you shouldn't just have to just stand there and take that. And for me, I just stepped away from that whole situation. But next time around, I want to be, you know, prepared and able to approach the situation in a way where I am safeguarding myself, but also like letting someone know that, how they're treating me is not okay. I don't know. Sorry, I'm like rambling. I probably could have had this dialogue with myself in my head. But yeah, dude, nobody, more kindness, guys, more kindness in the world. Kindness goes such a long way. I feel like if everybody was kinder to themselves and kinder to everyone else around them, there would be probably like no wars, you know. I don't know. The world would probably be like heaven on earth, you know. Something that's free and it's called kindness, you know. Just be kind, and if somebody is being unkind, be kind to yourself and don't allow that person to continue mistreating you. You don't have to like physically get into a fight. I'm so against that. But to each their own. I think it just depends on the level of self-awareness and evolution. you know I don't know. I'm not trying to sound, guys, seriously, I'm not trying to sound condescending. Just the best way I can explain it. There's low vibrational, high vibrational, there's everything in between. And depending on where you are on the scale of evolution and self awareness, you will attract such like experiences to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you're like here, of course you're gonna like attract like a lot of like the root chakra, like sex and like primal and violence and I gotta fight everyone and everything is a combat. It's a struggle. Yeah, if you haven't like healed your root chakra, then you can't access the other chakras, and it's all like you need to do the inner work in order to access the keys to unlock all the different chakras, which is your energy centers. Anyways, I'm gonna stop because I can keep going, guys. I can keep going. Take care of yourself. Thank you for stopping by, and blessings to one and all. Stay shiny, shiny stars. All right. Goodbye.